subject ko pala is yung science. So, quarter 2, week 8. So, day 4 na siya. So, since day 4 na siya, doon sa ating learning, okay, use information from secondary sources to describe examples of how some animals have changed to better suit their environment, such as mimicry or camouflage and migration. So, mga grade 5, no? Kaya, ano yun sila alin na topic. So, just by looking at the objective itself, pwede ka na mag-inject ng other competency. Kasi itong secondary sources, that is part of the English, Filipino, and nandyan din yan siya sa AP. Yung mga primary and secondary sources. So, objective pa lang, pwede mo na siyang i-connect. So, ito yung ginamit ko na DLL. So, this DLL is from Sir Pasigado. Interactive DLL on Science Process Skills. So, parang ito yung i-ano niya mamaya. So, this is the use of 7 E's and 4 E's. Okay, so yan yung part, yung content standard, performance standard, learning competencies. Okay, since day 4 na siya, kasi this week, yung topic na ito, dalawa siya, plant adaptation and animal adaptation. So first and second day, plant adaptation, and the third and fourth day is the animal adaptation. So ito yung mukha ng aking DLL. So wala siyang activate prior knowledge, wala na siyang establishing purpose of the lesson, explicitation and work example, kasi tapos na siya a day before, diba? Kung makita ninyo yung ating mga LE, ganun talaga yung ating LE. Okay, so since start na siya sa day 4, which is lesson activity, so nag-group presentation na siya. So dili na to ipa-stress atong self nga, ay wala na human, dapat human June. So kung ganun kasi yung ating mindset, hindi na ma-discuss yung mga mas important. Sige, sino ba nagagamit ani sa science? Nana, si Ma'am Malay sa quantum leap. Sige, so ito yung rubrics na ginamit ko siya. And then group presentation. And then analysis after the presentation. So as you can see, what are the main reasons? This is lower order thinking skills, followed by 2 questions of higher order thinking skill, the why and the how. Okay, so let's learn more. So this is part of the elaborate na process science skills. So yan, ano yan? So ito yung ginamit ko as part of the CPLI. Sige, tawagin si Kabalo. Ha? Ano yan siya? Dili na sign. Anong animals ko? Ha? What animal is in the picture? This is a crocodile ka lang. This is a gecko. Gecko na siya. So what group of animal does gecko belong? So this question will hit yung objective natin na it should be related within the curriculum. Kasi prior to this topic, yung topic is yung group of animals. And the gecko belong to, ano siya na group of animals? Sa reptiles. So yun, within the curriculum. And then, how will you describe? So you will develop their communication skills. So, ang gecko, ano kaya yung adaptation na ginamit niya? This is camouflage. Okay. So, since gecko, so binigay ko anong klaseng gecko yun. It is a giant leaf-tailed geckos are native in Madagascar. Teacher, Madagascar man to, Philippines raman ta, diba? So, that is where contextualization will mag-arise. So, here in the Philippines, we have Tokay gecko or we call it tuko. Ang kabalong tuko ay tuko, teacher, kanukuha na sa kumbalay. Diba? Kasi pag giant leaf-tailed geckos, hindi yan maintindihan ng bata. But if you're going to relate it doon sa tuko na naririnig niya sa kanyang bahay, Okay, teacher. Tuko, di ay na siya kung sa ato pa diri. Naputay ana, pero tuko ang ato. And then, of course, you will show the picture of a tuko. Kasi, mostly sa atin, nakaririnig tayo ng tuko, pero wala pa nakakita ng tuko. Sino nakakita na ng tuko? So, yun. So, yan ang mukha ng tuko. Nakita ng tuko, yung unisir. So, yan ang tuko. Okay. Then, also, we will also relate that. So, since na tayo, na contextualize, and by doing the contextualization, na-hit na natin doon yung vocabulary ng mga bata. Diba? So, literacy na naman yon. Okay, so in cultural beliefs and Filipino folklore, the sound of tuko is often associated with good luck. Some even believe that if you make a wish, right as the gecko makes its distinctive tuko call, that wish might come true. Okay? So mag-wish na ako, kanong tuko yung patay. So yan, part of elaborate pa rin, yung analysis is yung integration of numeracy. Sige, so ginahangyo, sino yung magagaling dito sa math? Ay! So this is integration of numeracy in my topic, animal adaptation. Okay, go sir.
Silingan na mata mo. Ako yung subtiin yun. Okay. A forest has 40 green frogs and 10 brown frogs. A predator can easily see the brown frogs. Wait. What percentage of frogs are more likely to survive because of camouflage? Walang ganilus na kamay. Halika na. A forest has 40 green frogs and 10 brown frogs. Okay. Okay. A predator can easily see the brown frog.
Mabuhay, sige go sir.
80.
What's your solution sir?
80. So that is
20%.
40 divided by 50. No. 50. No.
Okay, correct sir. That's 80%. So 40 divided by 50 equals
Yes,
0.8
times 100.
times 100 kasi percentage is equal to 80%. So congratulations sir. Tama ka sir. Okay, so pang arts na po ang second question. Okay, so diri sa illness, pwede magbasa o mag-answer na lang po. Sige daw. Asa ang mind? O sige, tagal na mong time magbasa sa tapos. Sige, since color man kasi ang common denominator ng camouflage and mimicry, they use colors. So, integrate na po nato sa arts. Sige. Pero sa'yo na kayo ang choices, Ani. Okay, ra? Sige. In your art class, you design a poster showing the bamboo false cobra. By the way, itong bamboo false cobra, tsaka Philippine cobra, ito yung i-perform ng mga bata prior to this one. So, alam na nila. So, a harmless snake that copies the appearance of the Philippine cobra to scare predators. You use contrasting black and yellow colors to highlight the mimicry pattern. How does your color choice help show mimicry? So, ito yung mga choices. A, the bright colors imitate the dangerous cobra to warn predators. B, the soft colors help the snake blend with the ground. C, the dull colors hide the snake completely. Or letter D, the colors only make the snake look beautiful. So, ano answer? Correct answer is letter A, the bright colors. Na siya. It is a short story na nandun na lahat, yung adaptation, the migration, the mimicry, and the camouflage. So I will read the short story. In a wide grassland, a small lizard waited silently on a rock. Its green skin looked just like the grass around it. A hungry hawk flew above, searching for food. The hawk's sharp eyes scanned the ground, but it couldn't see the lizard. Far away, a butterfly spread its bright orange wings. It looked exactly like a poisonous butterfly that hawks never touched. Meanwhile, hundreds of birds flew in a V shape, leaving the cold mountains behind. They were moving to a warmer place where food was plenty. Okay, so that is the short story. So the kids will answer the following questions based on this short story. Okay, so first question. What adaptation helped the lizard avoid being eaten? Right na kayo sila. So A, mimicry, B, camouflage, C, migration, or D, hibernation. Okay, the correct answer is letter B, camouflage. The second question, why? Why did the hawk fail to see the lizard? Is it A, the lizard hid underground? B, the hawk was not hungry? C, the lizard blended with the grass? Or D, the hawk flew too fast? Okay, that's letter C. Okay, the third question. What adaptation did the butterfly use for survival? A, camouflage, B, mimicry, C, migration, or D, regeneration? Okay, that's mimicry. Okay, number 4. What were the birds doing in the story? Okay, is it A, looking for insects, B, migrating, C, building nests, or D, hunting for food? What's the answer? That's letter B, migrating. And then, sa number 5 question, you are going to integrate yung main idea of a story. So what is the main idea of the passage? A, hawks are dangerous hunters. B, animals use different ways to survive. C, birds live in the mountains. Or D, lizards and butterflies are friends. Okay, so that's letter B. So, nakaturo ka na ng animal adaptation, nakaturo ka pa ng main idea of a passage, naka-learn pa sila magbasa ng short story. So, marami kang natutunan sa mga competencies. Okay, now dito naman sa part, sa part pa ng ating learning exemplar, this is the takeaways. So, before, dito rin yung application. So, I have this table, the think, pair, share. So, animal example, how it helps the animal survive, adaptation. So, they will be asked to complete this table. After completing this table, I'll give a few minutes and then sharing time. So, by sharing, ma-improve naman ang kanilang communication skills. And by writing, yung kanilang mga critical thinking. Okay, then yan, hindi talaga nawawala sa akuan eh. So, the application. So, as a grade 5 pupil, how can you help animals to survive and thrive in their environments? Although, my competency is just a flat adaptation, but I want the learners to inculcate their minds that even if they are humans, they have still duties to do to help the animals to survive in their environment. So, the kids would answer na we will not touch those animals, we will leave them alone in their environment. So, by doing so, it's one way also that you would realize na they can also help these animals to survive. And let's evaluate. So, this part is the evaluation of my lesson. Sa evaluation, ginamit ko yung solo model. Yung solo model, yung unistructural, multi-structural, relational, and the extended abstract. So, yan. Which of the following animals uses mimicry to scare predators? So, unistructural, which means the kids will just choose one correct answer. So, the answer is, which of the following animals use mimicry to scare predators? Chameleon, stick insect, false cobra, or dog? The false cobra. Ay, sundugo niya to si original cobra. Kasi ito sila ng mga cobra, although hindi sila venomous, kapag makakita sila ng mga nagatindog po sila, kinakapi nila ang aksyon ng isang cobra talaga. So, mahadlok na lang ang mga predators sa ila. Okay, the second one, what kind of adaptation helps the viscera butterfly survive by looking like the poisonous monarch butterfly? This viscera butterfly and poisonous monarch butterfly, they have the same aura, same bukha. Kaya kaibahan lang yung kanilang size. Mas maliit ang isa, mas malaki ang isa. So, unistructural pa rin. They just need one answer, which is the mimicry. Okay, the third one, which of the following statements correctly describe migration? So, which of the following statements